Staying on the topic of the Star Wars Anthology films, reports have begun to circulate that the upcoming 2016 film, Star Wars Anthology Rogue One, will have a familiar villain. According to the reports, Darth Vader himself will appear in the film, although not as the main bad guy, but more in the role of puppet master in the background. Star Wars Anthology Rogue One hits theaters in December next year. Mark, is it a good fit? Is it a good move to put Darth Vader in the new film?
It's a home run, and it's something that I think this is news that we all expected to hear. We just, now that we actually get to hear these rumblings, we all get very excited because Darth Vader he's coming into his own. If you're familiar with the Star Wars canon, which you and Christian are more so than myself, but even I'm aware that Darth Vader is already going on missions. And if you watch Star Wars Rebels, which is a fantastic show and great catch-up viewing for people who want to get more into Rogue One, because I think those two things are going to tie in pretty heavily. Darth Vader's around. I mean, he's the guy at the beginning of A New Hope who's going on these missions looking for whoever stole the Death Star plans, which is the ultimate outcome of the movie Rogue One. It's going to be an intense war film, and Darth Vader working in the background. I don't need to necessarily see Darth Vader engaged in lightsaber battles. That feels like more of the Skywalker storyline, but him giving orders, getting upset, force choking some people, that's exactly the kind of Darth Vader that I want to see.
This absolutely makes sense. Look, everybody knows the most popular character in the Star Wars universe amongst fans and non-hardcore fans is Darth Vader. He's probably the most, aside from Mickey Mouse, he's probably the most recognizable figure in any type of fiction you can imagine. You could show him anywhere in the world. Oh yeah, that's Darth Vader. Everybody will know that. And especially now that we're starting to get these new in-canon stories coming out. You mentioned Star Wars Rebels. I cannot highly recommend enough the book that just came out a few months ago, Lords of the Sith. Read that effing book. It's so freaking good. It's so good. You're going to lose your mind over it. But so to have Darth Vader there makes sense. It also makes sense, and this is why I buy into these rumblings, it also makes sense that you don't make him the centerpiece of the movie. You make way for other kind of elements, new characters, new things like that. Make him the puppet master behind the screen. But look, we all know how the original Star Wars starts. The opening crawl telling us that the Rebel Alliance has just struck their first big victory. That's what this Rogue One is going to be. And so you're going to have this movie end with a very pissed off Lord Vader that the Rebels are struck and he's going after the guys who stole the Death Star plans. I mean, so yeah, this makes sense from a marketing point of view, from a storytelling point of view. This is just a win all the way around.